Greetings, Naked News Guy here. Today I want to talk about my 38th political position, which is no foreign ownership of farmland. Now, in this country right now, according to the Farm Bureau Insurance, 3.6% of American farmland is owned by foreign investors. Now that seems like a tiny amount. And granted, most of that land is owned from so-called friendly countries, Canadians being the largest source, the UK, Italy, so on and so forth, with a tiny fraction being owned by countries like China, or citizens of countries like China. But that doesn't matter. That share has doubled in the last 15 years. And if things continue, it's going to become an increasingly large share of American farmland. That's bullshit. Most countries don't allow foreigners to own their farmland. Even Mexico, which has several million American residents living there, does not allow Americans to own farmland in the country. Argentina, the same thing. Foreigners can't even own land in that country of anything, and they can't live 50 miles from a border. There's a reason for this. There's a reason countries restrict the ownership of their land to citizens and legal residents of that country. We need to stop this. Our farmland that's owned by foreigners benefits those foreigners. That is 45 million acres of land that could be used to get Americans back into farming that want to farm. Real simple solution. This land needs to be seized. Now, people are going to say, oh, but what about their rights, and da-da-da-da-da-da, and all this other shit. Okay? Doesn't matter to me. You should not own farmland in this country if you're not a citizen or a legal resident of this country. Because this land needs to benefit Americans. And it needs to benefit people in this country, not people in other countries. You know, this is another example of hypocrisy. You know, other countries have these same laws. I can't go to China and buy farmland. Why? Guess what? I am not Chinese. No matter what I do, I will never be Chinese. Now, I can get a job in China, I can live in China, I can work in China, but guess what? I can't own land in China because I'm not Chinese. Yet, a Chinese person can own land here. I can't own land in Japan. I can't own land in all these other places, yet they can come here and do this. So, real simple solution here. The foreign land that exists needs to be seized, and it needs to be sold to people who complete their national service who want to get into farming at cost. You know, and people say, well, that's theft, and that's stealing, and da-da-da-da-da, and all this other stuff. How much money do most of these countries owe us from the Second World War that they've never paid? As far as I'm concerned, you know, we rebuilt Europe. They owe us a shitload of money for that. And we need to ban any more foreign ownership of farmland or any other land or any foreign ownership in this country. Naked News Guy here. Like and subscribe for more content.